Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Christina and today we have a good old-fashioned haul video. These are my favorite videos to watch and they're super fun to film and I hope you guys feel the same way. Now, I've said this before, I don't love when haul videos are just showing you what people get with no feedback whatsoever, so I do have some preliminary thoughts on pretty much every product here. Of course, with skincare, I can't give you a full detailed review until I've really used it, but I can tell you a little bit about the product so it's not just, me bragging about what I got, basically. If you saw my video last week, I did go over all my recommendations for the Sephora sale. If you haven't seen that, I will link the video down below. You guys really liked it. It's one of my most watched videos to date, so that's kind of exciting. If you want to see what I picked up during the Sephora Beauty Insider Appreciation Event Sale, wow, that's a mouthful, then just keep on watching. I'm feeling very gem in the holograms today because I have these earrings on and I have the neon makeup and I don't know, I'm feeling very gem in the holograms, very 80s glam. I'm into it. In my last video, I quickly told you guys that I usually shop the sale with 3 to 4 categories in particular. Something I need, so that's restocks, something that's new to me, maybe something that's just launched or that, hasn't been on my list very long, something that's been on my wish list for a very long time, and a splurge item. I usually try to get 2 items or less from each category. That just keeps me kind of accountable and I don't spend too much. But this time, I did do that. I did pick 2 of each category and I was good to go, and I had already shopped online and in person, and then my husband surprised me with a gift card, a very big gift card. So I got to shop the sale a 3rd time, and because it's not like I cannot spend a gift card, right? Might as well do it when there's a sale going on. So I did buy more than I normally would, which makes for a pretty good haul. So that's kind of exciting, but I don't always shop like this, just so you guys know. I usually do have a pretty strict budget. So we'll just go through the categories the way I shopped it. For something I need, I picked up my Shiseido cottons. I don't have them here, that's boring, you don't want to look at it. I already talked about it in my recommendations video, but I did pick that up. The other thing that I picked up was the Tatcha O Bento box, which looks like that. And this is such an awesome deal because I needed a restock on my water cream, which is right here. I don't know how to explain the water cream. Every time I try to explain it to people to do it justice, I don't know how to do it. It's just the most perfect moisturizer of all time. I've tried so many. Every high-end moisturizer you can think of, I've probably tried it with the exception of La Mer. And I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. It's oil-free. It's literally like a drink of water. It makes my skin look not poreless, but kind of. I think you're just so hydrated and plump from it that it makes your pores look smaller. I can't live without it. And it is the perfect moisturizer to wear before makeup. So I'm obsessed with it. But the coolest thing about this, you get the gel cleanser and a pretty large Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, which if you remember, that was on my list as well to get the full size. This isn't full size, but it's huge. It'll take me forever. This whole box is $10 more than getting just the water cream. And with the sale, I think this whole set came out to like $56, something like that. And normally the water cream is $70. So that was a screaming deal, and the sale is going on till the 3rd, so I highly recommend that if you've been curious about any of these or they're already your favorites, you go get it. Very excited about that. My other restock was my Briogeo scalp shampoo, and I also picked up this time the Briogeo Scalp Revival treatment drops. They look like that. They're charcoal, tea tree, witch hazel, I believe. And these drops you just put on your scalp directly and you kind of rub it in, and it is supposed to soothe itchiness. This is more of an exfoliator for your scalp. It does also soothe any kind of irritation or itchiness that you have, but it mostly draws impurities and really exfoliates your scalp. So for those of us who have dandruff or itchy scalp or just sensitive skin on your head in general, this is such a good line. Now, I love this. Like, this is probably my third or fourth repurchase now. It works amazing. I use it in combination with my Oribe scalp products, and it's made all the difference in the world in my hair. My hair feels healthier and my scalp does not hurt and it doesn't itch the way it used to, and I just don't have the dandruff I used to. So this I highly recommend. Now, I did want to talk about these drops. I do like them. I've been using them. It does have that tea tree oil to help inflammation. Also added witch hazel, which is going to control oil production in your scalp. So if you tend to be pretty oily, that's going to keep that production down a little bit. And so I can go a little longer without having to wash my hair when I use this. Only thing I don't like about this is the dropper. It looks like that. And it's so you can get like right in the spot and drop it. The only reason I don't love it though is because my Oribe treatment is like a actual spout and a squeezy tube, and I can really get into the scalp the way that is. This I don't feel I have as much control over. I also feel like for the amount you get, it's kind of expensive, and so is the Oribe really. But it does really work, and it does feel really good and really soothing. So I have been really enjoying that. I'll let you know, long term how I feel about it. But for now, I really, really like it. Other item I really needed to restock was sunscreen. I have incredibly sensitive skin to sunscreen. I break out to every sunscreen I've ever tried, almost everyone. I have two that I don't, but I needed something for every day. I've been using the Josie Marin one for years, and I was just wanting to switch it up and try something else because that one was making me a little bit too greasy throughout the day. Per Stephanie Nicole's recommendation, I picked up the Volition Prismatic Luminizing Shield SPF 50, and it's awesome. It is awesome. I've worn it now for 4 days. So I can't give you like a full review, but I can tell you that I haven't had any clogged pores yet. I haven't had any breakouts yet. I find it to be very, very, very lightweight. I'll show you. It's like a sun fluid, so it's very liquidy and runny, but it spreads really well. There's no white cast. It has a little bit of a lavender. You can't quite see it there. Maybe you can. It has a little bit of a lavender sheen, and there's little mini pearls, so it gives you kind of a luminous look. It is almost like if you took a sunscreen and you added some Cover FX drops in there, it just gives you that pearlized finish. I think it's a little much when I am not wearing makeup. Not glittery by any means, but I definitely think it looks better with makeup on top. I mean, you can wear it without makeup, but I think it looks better with makeup on top. And it really just looks like you're wearing a luminizing primer underneath. It's really nice. I find it hydrating, but it does not get oily or greasy on me throughout the day. It is considered one of the clean sunscreens at Sephora, so I feel pretty good about using it every day. It's lightweight, gives you a glow, no white cast. So far, I absolutely love it. I'm glad I tried it. You only get a fluid ounce for the price, which I do think is kind of high. And that's all from the something I need category. The next category is new to me to try. The thing I knew I was picking up no matter what, because I was so intrigued the minute it launched, was the Ulla Henriksen Goodnight Glow Collection. This is a serum and a sleeping cream that are supposed to be an alternative to retinol. Retinol is an incredible ingredient for anti-aging and just for your skin in general. But it can tend to be really harsh. Prescription ones can be very harsh and drying. It can lead to peeling and scaling and purging on your skin. I do like natural forms of retinol if I can help it, just because my skin is quite sensitive. And if you're new to retinol, this is a really good place to start. From what I can tell, Ulla Henriksen, I don't know if he discovered it, but he figured that there was this plant called the bocce herb, and it produced a natural form of retinol, like a plant-based retinol that did the exact same things that retinol does for you, which is going to basically target fine lines and wrinkles, dark spots, brighten your skin, improve skin's elasticity, and it also has added AHAs, glycolic and lactic acids, which are going to resurface and kind of exfoliate your skin. And so you do need to make sure that if you are using the serum in the daytime that you're using a sunscreen. I mean, you should use a sunscreen every day anyways, but your skin will be a little bit more sensitive to the sun when you're using actives and acids and retinols in general. The serum you can use day or night. I like to use it in the daytime because it has this like lilac color. I don't want to waste it, but like, let me show you a little bit. See how it's like this lavender lilac? It does give your skin a very like brightened look, and it wears really well under makeup. I don't have any issues with pilling or anything like that. So I've been really enjoying this because, you know, I can't tell you long-term effects. So I haven't seen any big changes on, you know, discoloration or hyperpigmentation, because those things take more time. But I can tell you that while I've been using these two, my skin has been smoother, like it feels smoother to the touch. My makeup has gone on much better. The appearance of my pores is better. It's almost like my skin is so plump that it just helps my pores look smaller. And I do wake up super like fresh faced and just kind of like super hydrated. And they feel really good and they smell really good. This is what the night cream looks like. You don't need a lot. It doesn't feel greasy or anything like that. I used to use the Origins Nightamins moisturizer when I went to bed, and if you guys have used that, it feels exactly like that, but when you put it on, it does not feel as heavy or greasy or thick as that one did. So it has the same texture, almost like a gel cream, but it doesn't just sit there. Like, it does sink in and it feels really good. And like I said, I've already been noticing a difference, so I'm very excited to see what those do long term. Those were the things that I had on my new to try list, and I purchased like right away the minute the sale went on. When I got a gift card, I got to buy more things. So the other thing I was very curious about, because I've heard a lot of people talking about it lately, is the fresh kombucha essence. And if you saw my last video about the face halo, you saw me use it and how it's become a part of my routine lately. I've always used an essence. I really like the, I think it's called like Willow Herb Essence by Origins. I've always used an essence just because I like the extra hydration. I'm not a huge fan of facial sprays for hydration, so I feel like an essence is kind of good for that for me, to like sandwich in extra hydration. And it is supposed to prep your skin for other products to go on better after. I heard that this is a very good dupe for the SK2, which is kind of a cult favorite, and SK2 is like 90 something. This one I think is like 68. So it was worth a try during the sale, and I've really been enjoying it. It smells really good. It feels fresh on your skin. I'll tell you what the claims on this are. The claims are that it's anti-pollution and antioxidant protection. It increases luminosity, reduces the look of fine lines, refines appearances of pores, improves elasticity, smooths your skin texture, gives you healthy tone, and 24-hour moisture prep. Like, that's a lot of claims. I do see improved moisture. I definitely feel plumped and hydrated afterwards. I don't know if my products, you know, are working better. I don't know. I've only had it since the sale started. But I do wake up with very supple skin, and it could be a combination of all of these things together. I'll give it credit. It has not broken me out. It doesn't feel sticky. It feels really good, refreshing, sinks right in. And I love the packaging. It's like really luxe and glass, and it's really nice. You just pour it in your hands, rub it in, and you just press it. I really like it. I will keep you posted on it, you know, if I do see a huge difference. It's hard to know sometimes if it's like one specific thing or everything combined together. But so far I haven't had any reactions to anything, so everything's working really well together, and my skin feels really, really good. Don't rush out to buy anything just because I'm telling you right now that it's working really well. Maybe wait for my full review on these products, but you know, so far so good. Other skincare product that was new to me and that everyone's been talking about is the Youth to the People Goji Oil, Glow Oil. As you can see, half of it's missing because I spilled it down the drain $20 down the drain. Super awesome. You just need a few drops of this. I put it on top of my skincare as the very last step. It locks in hydration. It sinks in really quickly. It's almost like a dry oil in that way because it sinks so fast. It's awesome to mix in with your foundation. You can wear under makeup. It wears really, really well under makeup. It is not greasy, oily, sticky, any of those things. It's a very, very nice oil for your face. I haven't seen, you know, a huge difference in my skin since using it, but I really like it for under makeup. I think it's awesome. The science behind it says is that the fruits in it are supposed to be antioxidant. It also has fatty acids and vitamin C, jojoba, and sunflower oil. So it's supposed to be very nourishing, very hydrating. It's supposed to lock in moisture, so it's really good over top a moisturizer, especially before you go to bed. And it's fast absorbing, so it's perfect for under makeup. This is also one of those products that's, you know, clean at Sephora. So if you're looking for very clean products, that would be one of them. And the rest of the items I picked up are makeup, which, you know, is always the most fun to kind of talk about. I did go skincare heavy. I usually do tend to go skincare heavy because that is where I save the most money, and skincare is expensive and you go through it faster than you go makeup. But I did pick up some really fun products. So these are things that have either been on my list for a very long time or I consider kind of a splurge item. And they're not like super splurgy, but I consider it a splurge. And this is the Dior Backstage Contour Palette because it's like $50 for 4 shades. And I do think that that is a little expensive. But I love the Dior Backstage Foundation, as you guys know. And this is what the palette looks like. Gorgeous packaging. I love this packaging. I know it's really simple, but I really, really like it. Look at the embossing on those. It's so pretty. So far, I've actually been able to use all the shades. I was very scared that this one was gonna be like way too rich for contouring, but if I dip very lightly, I can use it. I've also used it as a shadow. They're all very nice. The texture on these is so silky smooth. Bummed that I'm gonna dig into the embossing pretty quickly because it's not like very deep, but I've been really enjoying it. I'm wearing it today as a contour, which I'm not sure you can see it. The lighting today is so bad, you guys. I think it's gonna rain. I don't know what's going on out there. But yeah, so that one I've been very, very excited about and I've really been enjoying it. I think the hype is real, especially for the sale price. I am considering picking up the highlight palette before the sale is over. If you have it, let me know in the comments if you think it's worth it. I know that on my skin tone, I can probably only use 2 of the shades, but maybe that's okay. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think. The other item, which has been such a hit for me already, I've worn it twice, which is not a ton, but I absolutely love it, is the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in the shade Smoke. It looks like that. I'm gonna blame this on Samantha Ravindal because I pretty much buy everything she wants me to. Let me give you a swatch. And that doesn't really do it justice, but it's very, oh, there we go. It's like a taupe shade and it's glitter, but it's like sophisticated glitter. Like if the Stila glitters are way too much, it's less than that. It's also less than the Tarte little chrome pots. It's not as metallic as that. It's more of an ethereal sheen. It looks like your lids are a little bit wet and it layers really beautiful on top of other shades. There is pigment there for sure, but it's not like so much pigment that you can't work it in other ways. It stays on all day. There's no fallout. You don't have glitter anywhere else on your face. It stays exactly where you put it. You don't need primer at all with it. I love it. I used it yesterday. It's just an all over shade and just kind of buffed it out and it looked so, so pretty. And I had people ask me, oh, what's on your eyes? They're so glowy today. And I say people, 2 people. 2 people, guys. But that's a lot of people for me. So I really like those. And the last item I picked up, because it's so incredibly overhyped right now, is the Bite Beauty French Press Lip Gloss in the shade Flat White. Oh, you guys, I don't know. Okay, let's start with the good things about it. The good things about it is the packaging is super cute. The shade is nice to lighten other shades. It might be a little too nude, but on top of the Kathleen Lights, the latest, I forgot what it's called, but her latest nude lipstick with this over top is such a beautiful nude on my skin tone. This is what that looks like. It's like a pinky nude. It's a little milky. If you're fair to light, it'll look pretty good on you. If you're any darker than me, it's probably gonna look really washed out. Like corpse lips, you might not like that. I love the feeling of them. They are very reminiscent to me to the Buxom glosses. They feel like that, you know, where they're a little bit plush and comfortable. They don't have the tingle that the Buxom lip glosses have. So it feels good. Wearing it over a lipstick today, they still have that really comfortable feeling. What I don't like about it, everyone's saying like it smells like coffee, and I guess that's what they were going for. To me, it smells like coffee that's been sitting out for about 4 days, and it's gotten kind of stale and crusty. And then you also boiled some peanuts, and so your house smells like old coffee and boiled peanuts. That's what it smells like to me. I don't think it's a pleasant smell at all, actually. And I can smell it for a while, and I can taste it a little, and it doesn't taste all that good. It does wear off, but like the experience people are saying that it smells like a fresh brewed cup of coffee and it just feels so good. I'm like, what coffee are you guys drinking? Because I do not want to ever drink that coffee. Like the first time I smelled this, I thought it smelled like a Chinese restaurant, like a very specifically, like I get a dish at my Chinese restaurant that has black bean sauce, and I think this smells like black bean sauce. Like, I like black bean sauce, but I'm not sure that that's what I want in a lipstick, you know what I mean? So I'm a little on the fence on if I'm gonna keep this one, just because like to me it's not a luxurious experience to smell that smell. You might feel different. You know, smells are personal. You might feel different about it. I don't know. But I'm thinking I'm gonna exchange that for the Marc Jacobs gloss stick, because I think that might be way more up my alley. So far only one semi-dud. It's not a dud. I mean, it's really nice. It's just, I don't know if I can get past the smell. It's just weird. Let me know if you feel the same way about it as I do. Like, were you tricked into it through the hype and then you were like, really? Because that's kind of how I feel about it. You guys, we made it. I guess it doesn't seem like a ton of stuff, but I feel like it's a ton of stuff. So hopefully this video isn't too long and you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you picked up from the sale, if my recommendation video helped you, and what you picked, and did you pick anything I recommended? Because that makes me feel so happy when you guys do. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Go visit me on Instagram if you can, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!